ocean chain, and from those two islands, they were bombing the mainland. And as they were bombing into the mainland, the idea was to take possession of the mainland of Alaska. From the mainland of Alaska, they would have control of the northern airspace in the Pacific. Since that was going to be an issue of who was going to control that airspace, this was the response. Build a base, build it fast, and to protect that airspace. So this is the airfield here at Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson. Now the railroad ties into that because the railroad is how we brought supplies here. During World War II, we built a secret port in Whittier, Alaska. The Army and the railroad, and so they blasted a hole in the tunnel to make a tunnel through Maynard Mountain. And as they built that tunnel and laid that track, the railroad got tied into bringing all those supplies from that secret port of Whittier to Anchorage. And so that's why we crossed the base on the railroad. the base as we're coming along through here. We're going to be on the military base until we cross Eagle River. Now, I want to say welcome to Alaska in autumn. However, it's a little bit of a strange autumn for us. You see, normally whenever I say welcome in autumn, it's a lot cooler and you'd all be wearing jackets and sweaters. This year we've been in a drought, so what you see out there that's yellow is 1 part autumn, 1 part dry. Alaska is very, very dry this year. We've not had nearly the amount of rainfall that we're used to on this side of the mountain range. On the other side as well, my parents live in Seward and it's still dry down there too. But because we're in a drought, there's a lot of forest fires. It's usually not that smoggy in Anchorage either. We've got a lot of haze and a lot of smoke. About 1.2 million acres of Alaska is on fire this summer. Wow. In this drought. So it's not uncommon for us to have forest fires. It's just the amount that we're having this season that is alarming to us. These exceptionally dry conditions, and it's been very, very hot as well. So since it's been very, very hot, we've gotten things that we've never had to deal with before. This season in our birch trees, we have a type of fungus that gets on the leaves and starts to kill them early. It's not just dry, it's a fungus. That fungus is only an annual thing, so it will be gone next year, but it really does well in the hot, dry conditions. Yellow jackets do well in hot, dry conditions, and so I have a lot more of those around my house than I've ever had any season. So it's been a very peculiar summer for Alaska, which is making for a somewhat peculiar autumn. If you've been south of Anchorage yet, once you get south of Anchorage, there's rainforest down there, and so there's really tall trees and lots of verdant green. On this side of Anchorage, we're north of the Chugach Range, and so we don't have exceptionally tall trees. We've got a much cooler, drier